Okay. Should we start, students? Give me response in chat box. Should we start? Okay. Fine. Chalo, let us start. Okay. Fine. Chalo, let us start. Our topic of the day is definitely going to be the gravitational force. We'll try to complete that gravitational force, and then we will talk about exactly what is balanced and unbalanced force. Correct? So let us start. Let me start with sharing my screen. Give me response first in chat box whether are you able to see my screen or not. Able to see the screen? Should we start? Okay, fine. Chalo, let us start. Okay, so the first thing we are going to study today is what exactly is a weight, and then we'll go for the next points. So the first thing we want to start is weight. What exactly is a weight? Okay, so problem with weight is that this is exactly what we're talking about is actually the gravitational force. So in that case, the first thing we want to know is what kind of suppose let's say planet we are living on. In your grade, suppose let us say in 8th grade, not much of the syllabus is advanced related to gravity. They have given a very small topic. They are not even discussing about gravity of let us just say this planet. Okay, they are discussing only the gravity of Earth. So the problem with our gravity, our the lesson gravity about this particular force is that we are discussing only Earth's gravity. We are discussing only Earth's gravity. So we do not have in our syllabus the gravity of other planets. So our whole focus is going to be about Earth's gravity. Now let us just say what exactly is the weight. That is the first thing we are going to discuss today. What is weight? So let us take one picture so that I can make you understand what exactly I mean. So let us take our beautiful planet, that is Earth. So this is our Earth. Fine. This is our planet Earth. Let me drag it around. Okay. So this is our planet, that is Earth. And on this planet, what we have is we live. Okay? That means humans. That is exactly where we live. So what happens is this Earth has a center. Okay, this Earth has a center, and what it does is it applies gravitational force towards this person. Okay, so this force is being applied by whom? Earth. So what exactly is happening here is force is being applied by Earth. Okay, Earth is being applied that force. So this force is being applied on who? Which person? This person. So on individuals, that means humans, what we apply is force. Individuals feel that force. So problem is that this particular force is giving us an idea, and that idea is nothing but what? This particular force is nothing but called as gravity. What is gravity? That means weight is nothing but a force which is being experienced by a person. Suppose let's say this is our planet, this is that person. This person is experiencing one force which is due to this particular gravity. So this force is what it is trying to drag this person down. This person is being dragged by this particular center, our Earth, and this dragging is nothing but called as weight. So what is weight exactly? Weight is the force given by Earth on a particular person. Okay? So in the exam, whenever suppose let's say you are writing down the definition for weight, what exactly is a weight? So how you are going to write down? You are going to write down as weight. Weight is the force applied by, is the applied by force applied by whom exactly? by the earth, force applied by the earth on individuals, That's it. So give me response in chat box. Understood the definition? Weight is nothing but force applied by earth on individuals. So it is applying on every organism present on earth. That means you, me, everybody. Okay. Now the second point you should focus on is what is the unit of this? What is the unit? So this is a force. Okay, this is a force. Weight is nothing but a force. And what is the unit of force? Unit of force is Newton. What is the unit of force? Newton. So hence unit of weight would also be Newton. Okay, what is going to be the unit of weight is also Newton. This is the unit for whom? This is the unit for force unit. And this is the unit for whom? Weight unit. So weight unit is also going to be Newton. Because weight is nothing but force. No, you can see weight is nothing but force. So obviously weight would also have Newton. As force has Newton, so obviously weight would also have Newton as the unit. Correct? Understood this point? That unit of force is Newton. Give a response. Okay. Now next point we are going to understand is there any device which suppose let's say can measure this thing? Is there any device which can measure this thing? So yes, exactly, there is one device which can be used to measure this, and the name of this device is that device we have in our syllabus, that is called as spring balance. Okay, so measurement. This topic is about measurement. So first we will see what it looks like, and then we will talk about it. First we will see how it looks like. Now in your book the diagram is not given, so it is still fine. I will give you the actual diagram, how it looks like. Okay, so let me take that picture so that you can understand what exactly I'm trying to say. Okay, so this is the picture we are talking about. This is the spring balance. Are you able to see? Are you able to see the spring balance? Okay, fine. So let us talk about it. This device is very important if you are trying to calculate the weight. So in the exam, they will be asking you which device is used for measuring weight. So the answer is going to be very simple. The device which we use for measuring weight is nothing but the measurement device is called as spring balance. Okay, what it is called as spring balance. So let us try to write it. Measurement. The measurement is done by whom? Spring balance. Spring balance. Now how to use this? First you have to what I can say, fix this in a particular, suppose let's say a nail or something like this, or you can even hold it in your hand. So first you have to fix it. First fix it using a nail. Okay, nail. So nail in a wall, you can do something like your clock, something like a clock, you can fix it, or you can even use your fingers. Okay, just twist your fingers and you can use it. Even fingers will do. Fingers is also fine. Now whatever the suppose let's say there is an object of which you want to know the weight, you can attach that particular object from this side. Okay, let us just say this is our object. Let us just say this is our object, this one. So this is our object. So what you're going to understand is, due to that weight, due to that extra weight, what is going to happen? That particular object will be dragged down. Okay, what is going to happen? This, due to this object, this spring is going to come down, this spring. And you can see there are two things written here. One thing written is N and another thing written here is G. That means we can measure, N means what? Newton. In this figure, N means Newton and G means what? Grams. G means what? Grams. So that means simultaneously we can measure force also. And grams is the unit of what? Mass. So mass can also be measured with this. So spring balance can be used for two purposes. Give me response in the chat box. For which two things spring balance can be used? If you are understood, for which two things can be used? I have already highlighted that in your figure. All you have to do is read it. It can be used to measure what? Force, and force means what? Correct. You are applying the correct logic. This force is nothing but your weight. This force is nothing but weight. So that means the spring balance can be used to calculate weight or force. Weight slash force. And the second thing you can calculate is mass. Second thing you can calculate is mass. So let me check how many students have really correctly given the answer. Aditi has given correct. Banti Rathod, yes. Gayatri, correct. Shrishti, yes. Soham, Shantanu, Kaushal, Vaibhav, Saurabh Saria, yes. Yes, almost everybody has given the correct answer. Fine, fine, fine. Yes, okay, fine. Okay, can we move to the next topic? We have to study the next topic. Can we go for it? Give me response in chat box. Tell me, can we proceed to the next point? Okay. So what we are going to start now is balanced and unbalanced force. It is quite important if you are talking about the actual exam. So let us focus on it. Okay, so yes, sorry for the delay. There are some files which I wanted to copy so that I can better show you what exactly we are trying to do. Okay, so I got the files. Let us start. Just for a second, assume that we have an object. We have an object. Let me just draw it. Okay. So what we are trying to study now is we are going to understand about what is balanced and unbalanced force. Balanced and unbalanced force, right? So that is exactly what we are trying to understand now. So in this topic, we will be trying to understand what is balanced and what is unbalanced force. Now to understand this, first we require is a figure. So let me take a proper figure. Let me take a box so that I can make you understand. So this is the box. Okay. So this is one of the boxes, and let us just say that there are two persons. There are two persons which are trying to move this. This is the first person, and this is the second person. Now, if this person, the first person, if he applies the force of 25 newtons from this side, 25 newtons, and if this person applies the force of 25 newtons from this side, where do you think the object will move? Towards the right or towards the left? What do you think? If the both persons are giving the same force from both the sides, that too in opposite direction, in which direction do you think it will move? Okay, Gaurav, correct. It will not move. Indraini, yes. Ishan, it will not move as the force is balanced. Correct. The object will not move. Yes, 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 yes. So exactly that is what exactly is happening, because if the object was something like this, if the object was something like this, in which this is the object and there is only one person who is applying force, let us just say 25 newtons, then definitely the object would be moving towards the right. After it, suppose there is a box again, there is a person standing towards the left and giving, suppose let's say 25 newton force again. So this object this time will move towards the left. Okay, in this direction it will move. In this direction it will move if in the first case. This is the first case, this is the second case. Now let us talk about the third case, in which the object is at the center. There are two persons and one is applying, let us just say 50 Newton, and one is applying 25 Newton. Okay? Now give me response in chat box. In which direction do you think the third situation the box will move? In the third situation, where do you think the box will move? Towards the right. Yes, it will move towards the right. What is the reason? Because this first person has too much of force in this direction. Okay? So what we'll do for calculation, we can say we can just subtract them. We can subtract them because let us just say this is positive, so this has to be taken negative. Now you might think, if we are taking it positive, why we have to take it negative? Because this is in opposite direction, no? This is in opposite direction to this. So hence this value has to be taken negative. So for the first person, what is going to be F1? We will say force of first person, it is 50 Newton. Okay, plus 50 Newton. And what about the second one? Second one is minus 25 Newton. Why negative sign? Because it is in opposite direction. It is in opposite direction. Hence the value is negative. Now let us try to solve it. Total force would be F1 plus F2, correct? For the total situation, for this whole situation, total force would be addition of these two. Do you agree? Give me response in chat box. Do you agree that total force would be F1 plus F2? Agreed? Okay. Fine. So total force is nothing but addition of all the forces which are available with you. So what you can do is, after this addition, F1 plus F2, just put the values there. What is the value of F1? That is 50 Newton. And what about this F2? That is minus 25. Now, according to your info, this sign would be what? It would become 50. This plus and minus, that would be minus 25. And that the answer would be 25 Newton. So this is the total force. So give me response in chat box. Have you understood how this total force is coming as? All you had to do was take one sign as positive, one sign as negative, and then just add them. Okay. So in the exam, this particular point is going to be called as, this total force is nothing but going to be called as, this is called as net force. There is another word for total force. It is also called as net force. Net force. It means what? In short, it means combined effect of force. Combined effect of all the forces is called as net force. Combined effect of all forces. So that is exactly called as net force. So net force in this case is my 25 Newton. Are you understanding this concept of net force? Give me response in chat box. Are you understanding the concept of net force? Okay. Soham, what you are saying? No, the addition won't be 50 plus 25. 50 plus 25, it won't be there because these are in opposite direction. Let me give you another condition in which you might be able to understand why we have used minus sign. Okay, let me give you a fourth condition so that you can completely understand it then. Fourth condition is, there is one box, there are two persons, and both are applying, suppose let's say this person is, suppose let's say, is touching this box and he is applying the force in this direction, 25 Newton, and in this case also that person is pushing on this side, that is 25 Newton. Where do you think the object will move? Where do you think the object will move? Okay, Ishan is saying left, Aditi is saying left, Gayatri, Kaushal, left. Okay, Shantanu, that is not right. They do not stay at the same place, they will move. Okay, the answer would be left. The answer would be left because this person, the first person, is trying to move in this direction. This person is also trying to move in this direction. So definitely the object will move towards the left. Now we can also calculate whether that is correct. So that answer would be F1 is how much? 25 Newton for the first person. What about second person? F2 is again 25 Newton. This time you do not apply the negative sign because both are in the same direction. Both these forces are in the same direction, so you don't need to apply negative sign. So no need of negative sign. So what would be the net force? Net force would be equals to F1 plus F2. So the addition would be 25 plus 25. So what will be the answer? Give me the answer, please. If you understood, you will get your answer. Okay, who has written it? Many students have given it correct. Shantanu has Piyush. Okay, 50. Piyush, you have said 50. Fine. Everybody, almost everybody, correct. Yes. The answer is yes, 50 newtons. So answer is going to be 50 newtons. Answer is going to be 50 newtons. Okay. But in the exam, such kind of calculations are not asked. Do remember that your level is what I can say, a primary level. Your level is not that much of a higher one. You are just in 8th standard. So numericals will not be asked based on balanced and unbalanced force, right? In the exam, they will ask you definition. They will ask you definitions. So first, we will give definition for net force. First, we will give definition for net force. Can I just say that net force is nothing but combined effect of all the forces on a body. Combined effect of all the forces on a body. Like in our case, it was F1 and F2, no? So we just added them. Is it correct? Net force is nothing but combined effect of all the forces on a body. Give me response in chat box. Be fast so that we can complete the definition of balanced and unbalanced also. Okay, so this definition you can use, and what I will do, I will also send this PDF on our group so that you can refer it later for extra points. Fine. I will even send the PDF, whatever you are seeing on the screen. I will send you a PDF of it. So you don't need to write, just focus on it. Whatever I'm teaching, just focus on it. The next point we are going to understand is going to be about balanced forces. Okay, balanced forces. What are balanced forces? In the exam, they will definitely ask you this. What are balanced forces? So let us just see. Okay. So a simple definition is what? In this case, in our case, first we have to see which was balanced force. First we have to see which was balanced. So wherever an object doesn't move, wherever the object doesn't move, it is called as balanced forces. So in this case, the object didn't move because both persons were trying to apply the same, what I can say, force from both opposite directions. So in this case, the body didn't move. So these are called as balanced forces. These are called as balanced forces. Why do we call them balanced? Because these two forces are going to cancel each other. These two forces are going to cancel each other. This is going to cancel this and this is going to cancel this. So they are balancing each other. They are balancing each other. Are you understanding this? If forces are opposite in direction, so what is going to happen? They are going to cancel each other. Okay, fine. Understood this point? Okay, fine. Chalo. Shantanu, what is the doubt? Just send it on the group, on your chat box. So answer for is that in balanced forces, we know that object doesn't move. So what you have to give the definition as, you can just write down balanced forces, combined effect of force. Okay, you can use this kind of definition. You do one thing, you forget about it, you just write down forces are said to be balanced. Forces are said to be balanced. If it doesn't move an object. If it doesn't move an object. doesn't move an object, or you can just forget about it, let it be. This is the proper definition. It is simple for your level. Forces are said to be balanced if it doesn't move an object. Understood this definition, you can use it. It's not that much hard. If an object doesn't move, it means the forces are being balanced. The forces are cancelling each other. Okay, now can you please use your brain and can you give me definition for unbalanced forces? What would be the definition for unbalanced force then? Unbalanced force. Use your logic, use the definition of this and just write it. You just have to make a little change there. What change it would be? Forces are, give me response. Forces are, Gayatri, what you are saying, forces are said to be unbalanced when object moves on applying force. Huh, correct hai. Okay, yes. So you can just give the definition as forces are said to be, forces are said to be unbalanced, forces are said to be unbalanced if it doesn't, it moves. Doesn't की जगह पे क्या लिखना है? What you have to make the change as if it moves an object. That's it. Are you understanding this? Okay, fine. Shantanu, what you have written? Net force having force above 0 Newton. That definition also you can use. No issue. Okay, fine. So this is all for the day. Have you understood all the definition? Balanced force, unbalanced force, then what is net force? Everything understood? Give me response in chat box. Be fast. Okay. Okay, fine. So what you are supposed to understand is that these things which we have learned today, go through all the definitions. Okay. Also look for what I can say, the spring balance. Okay. This topic, this photo is not given in your book, but I have given you the idea what it is, and also the concept of weight. These definitions are too much important from the point of view of exam. So today you do one thing, learn the definition of weight. ठीक है, learn about spring balance. ठीक है, that is what we have learned today. Learning objectives, outcomes we have completed. So we have completed weight, we have completed spring, then we have gone through definitions of net force, then balanced force and unbalanced force. Balanced, and the last one we completed was unbalanced. ठीक है, so this is our learning objectives for the day and we have completed all of them. Understood? Give me response. Ishan, what you are saying? If there is a heavy truck and a man is trying to push it, it doesn't move, so it is balanced or unbalanced. Ishan, okay, Ishan is asking a question that if a person is trying to move a truck and that truck is not moving, so what we should say? Should we say that's unbalanced or it's a balanced force? So it's definitely an unbalanced force. Definitely it is unbalanced. But the problem is that the weight of that truck is so huge, it has so much of mass that the person is not able to move it. Definitely the force is unbalanced, but problem is that the weight of the truck is high, so hence that object is not moving. Correct? But you have to understand that for 8th grade level, the definition which I have given is quite fine. For higher level, the definition will change. Ishan, have you understood your answer for your question, your doubt? Okay, Gayatri, what you are saying? One, can we check is our weight or mass? Okay, the thing which you check is weight. The thing you check is weight. Okay, Shantanu, what you are saying? If left side person pushes diagonally 25 and right side person is pushing straight, where the object will move? See, Shantanu, the answer to your question is very simple. Let me show you how. Okay, so the question being asked by Shantanu is that if an diagonal force is there, so that means this is the object and the person is trying to move, suppose let's say there is 25 Newton from this side and there is one diagonal force. Okay, there is one diagonal, that's not a straight one, it's a diagonal, suppose let us say 30 Newton. So what will happen in this case? So this is for higher level, this is not for your 8th grade level. But for your understanding, for your knowledge, I will just show what has to be done. There are two components you have to separate. You have to make that diagram. You have to separate them. One would be you have to draw one line here, that would be theta, and then you have to compare the two values, that is cos, and suppose let's say that would be cos theta, fs cos theta, and that would be, this would be f sin theta, and then this combined effect of 25. So the combined effect of this particular axis would be, fx would be f sin theta plus 25, and for y value that would be f cos theta. That's it. You don't need to add 25 in fs cos theta, and then you can combine this one, that is fx plus fy, that will give you net effect. Understood, Shantanu? This is the point. Problem is that your knowledge regarding trigonometry needs to be very much accurate for this. Only then you will be able to solve it. But this is for your understanding. This is not for your grade. Fine. Even if you don't understand, it is totally okay. Okay, Gayatri, what you are saying? Yes, unit of weight is Newton, while unit of mass is kg. ठीक है? Okay. So the thing which you measure in your hospitals or everything, that is actually called as kg weight. The thing which you measure in hospitals, or suppose let's say the thing which we say is nothing but called as kg weight. Okay, understood everybody? Kaushal, what you are saying? G is the unit of acceleration due to gravity. G is nothing but acceleration due to gravity. That has nothing to do with this topic. Kaushal, this is not even related to our topic. Why you're asking? This is acceleration due to gravity. Okay, this is not in our syllabus. That is for higher grades, 9th standard. Okay, so let us close our topic for the day. Kaushal, your topic is clear. That G value, have you understood? Give me a response. Be fast. Okay. Gram is the unit of. Okay. Okay. Ha. G are you asking? Fine. I thought you are talking about that G, which is, suppose that's acceleration through gravity. Okay, fine. So that G, which was there on that spring balance, that was for gram. It was measuring mass. It was measuring on one side. I think you are talking about this. Let me show you. So this G you might be asking, right? Correct? Yes. Okay, sorry. My mistake. I thought you are asking about acceleration due to gravity. So this is mass. From this side we are measuring mass. From this side we are measuring mass. From this side, this is giving us weight. Okay, for simultaneously two readings are taken on both two sides. This is spring balance. Okay, so I think the points are clear for the day. Okay, we'll close down and we'll meet in the next session. Fine. Bye students. Bye Ishan. Bye Shantanu. Gayatri, what you are saying? Gayatri, that is totally wrong. Weight is always measured in Newton and your mass is measured in kg. That is just a mistake which people do, that whenever we ask, suppose let's say weight, that is the problem. That is the word problem. Okay, that has nothing to do with our science syllabus. Okay, fine. Chalo, so let us meet in the next session. Bye. Bye Gayatri. Bye Saurav. Bye Piyush. Aditi, Saurav, Vaibhav. Bye. Yes, bye students. Bye Soham.